Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nicholas No H, and once again I'm here with a K-pop boy group discovery video. It's honestly one of my favorite videos to make. Besides the editing, it takes very long, but that's because I talk so much and I want to add so many comments and little pauses and stuff, so I have to do a lot of that. But besides that, it just introduces me to either new boy groups, introduces old ones that I reacted to, or just the staple of ones that I kind of have month by month or every three, 4 weeks when I record these. And it's just from someone that didn't listen to boy groups as recent as last year that often. This series has just kind of kept me up to date, and it just showed me a new side of K-pop and what I had been missing, because I kind of pushed aside a lot of group sounds and honestly probably like pigeonholed groups with just my perception without actually diving deep into them and listening to them. So I've been proven wrong. There's so many groups that I listen to now from this series that I'm just in love with. So anyway, today we're gonna have ATEEZ and Infinite with some older songs, TXT's newest comeback, ONEUS' newest comeback, and then a Stray Kids video that came out like 3 months ago, so it's also a new comeback. So two older ones, 3 newer ones, and I'm really excited as always. If you never checked out my channel before, check out my playlist. All of these groups have a playlist and multiple videos for each, so you can go back and check that out. And yeah, the easiest way to support me and to help the channel is just to subscribe. It's free, helps let me know what is wanted on here, and I can try to get more of that for you guys. If not, I appreciate it nonetheless. Also have a Patreon for any blocked videos that get blocked. I upload it there for free. Already losing my voice somehow. And if you want to sub to the Patreon and request stuff, there's different tiers there for things. So there's a bunch of stuff. Anyway, let's get to the music. That's what I'm here for. So you're here for, and let's get to it. We're gonna start with ATEEZ's Thanks. This is about 2 or 3 years old from what I remember. Let's get to it. I love ATEEZ. They really have such a strong image, powerful like auras on stage, and in the music videos they seem like they all get along well and like live for the performances and for that aspect of just being in the industry. They seem like naturals, and I just love their ability to have that darker rogue cowboy, space cowboy, just cyberpunkish feel to them. Yeah, from other music videos, they in songs, there's this really sweet and softer side to them, and they can make really refreshing songs, and so they can just do anything they put their minds to, and any type of music that they want to make, they'll make it, and they'll make it their own. Anyway, enough compliments for ATEEZ. It'll happen throughout the video as well. So and I do like to pause a bit. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but my channel. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, I always pause in the beginning, and I paused because it didn't feel like the beginning of the song. Once again, getting right into it. Ooh, what is up with the quality though? Hold on. I love the backing vocals in the beginning. Ah, yeah. Right there. Ooh. There's a very underlying brooding feel to this all, with those I can't really explain it, maybe like traditional sounding string, like almost Middle Eastern type of sounding strings or some sort of instrumentation in the back there, and you feel that presence that I talk about that ATEEZ has, and what they're singing and like kind of rap singing parts, they really set the mood, and I can feel it building. It's very palpable. You just feel it. That bass. I forgot his name, but that laugh is in, I think, Bouncy too, right? I'm gonna go back, but yeah, I feel like I heard that same laugh in Bouncy. It has to be him. Cool. This is hype. Wow. Hold on, I'll pause it after this. Oh, it's gonna get crazy. This chorus is very interesting because it feels like a lot of elements I've heard from the newer ATEEZ songs. You can see just how they've built throughout the years and what sort of sound they've cultivated and feel comfortable with. Yet it's still this spin because it's an older song. So obviously I'm looking at it from a view from the future, and when I got into them, which is recently, it's just interesting to me how they never really lost who they were along the way, because you definitely hear production things that they like as well, kind of how it built into the chorus. I think maybe Halazia or some other songs kind of had a similar uptick in the tempo, and some of the instrumentation sounded familiar. And I swear, I think it, like, the best way I can describe this chorus, it's not as catchy as the early ones, but it still hits hard. It feels like it's an amalgamation of everything that is ATEEZ. And there's also like I don't know if it's just me, but like I'm sure others have pointed this out, but like in the way something in the chorus sounds is kind of like EXO Overdose. And I don't like to like compare groups, and like I don't know if like that was an influence too, but it just gives a vibe of just like, ATEEZ, old ATEEZ, new ATEEZ, and then that kind of that Overdose sound as well. It's really interesting. Like that part. Oh. Choreo. That dude was moving his head like a... Wow. Yeah, this is so vibey. I like the choreo for the small parts I do see. Like the keyboard in the back got a little bit more dark sounding. Wow. See, and like I said, that longer pause, there was a pause in Gorilla where I think maybe towards the end, when it starts getting hype and really intense and fast. This feels like an early, there's just like a lot of early influences where you notice like patterns that they like to use in their songs, and introduce it back later on when it's like, oh, like, this song might need this sort of vibe that this song had in the past, and it just works so perfectly because they feel comfortable doing it, and it just sounds amazing. So I feel like this song really is the ATEEZ blueprint of a lot of songs in the future, yet sounding still completely different. It's like nothing sounds like this. It's just things I hear in this song. Really, you can see like, yeah, this is ATEEZ at its core, and it always has been. They're just so good at the sound of being hype, and just like the attitude that they bring, from the instrumentation to the rapping to the verses. And I like the part before this when they were kind of going back and forth there. They had the auto-tune to their voice as well, which just another little added touch. Sounds great. He's going off. Wow, they're like, I love that. Wow. Once again, the ATEEZ boys just showing how it's done. They killed that, and it's one of those songs that I really enjoyed it. You know, some of their newer songs, I think, take this idea on and add a little bit more. So while this is a really good song, I still have maybe 3-4. I mean, come on, ATEEZ has such a good discography that it's hard to pick your favorites. But what I'm trying to say is that they took this vibe and added onto it and expanded the depths of sounds, and you know, just to make it stand out a little even more, and still have their twist on it. And I feel like they have songs like this that are just even more hype and have more components to it. For me, this one has, you know, no complaints from me at all, and from the beginning it really kind of gripped you and built that just atmosphere and the sound very early. And once you have that, you can just keep adding to it, and it will just only get better. So ATEEZ really killed that. The small choreo parts that I saw looked awesome, and yeah, can't wait to, you know, I think they might have a comeback hopefully soon, maybe early next year. I forgot how old Bouncy is, but hopefully they have a comeback soon, and I can't wait. So love that, and we're gonna move on to Infinite. Let's go. Okay, this is Bad by Infinite. 8 years old, so this is a very old song. And yeah, with Infinite, I got into them very late, you know, only a couple months ago, but love their sound. Knowing they've existed for so long and I haven't listened to them, I feel bad, like, but you know, better late than never. I also heard you guys on The Killing Voice, so definitely going to be checking that out in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. But I still want to get through some of their songs and just hear the scope of sounds they have, because they're so good, and the small amount of stuff I've heard, they just seem like they can really do anything. Anyway, I'm sure this is going to continue to be 3 for 3. I think it's 3 for 3 on Infinite songs, but we'll see. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh. They're also really good at setting the mood early. These strings and he's running. Ooh. That sample. Why, that sounds like Cartman, or you know, some South Park character. Oh, I love how their voices followed the strings there, and you still have those backup runs too. Oh. That piano. Oh. Oh. Whoa, that was a hell of a chorus. Didn't expect that heavy electronic sounds coming in. I should have, because it's about 8 years ago that was very popular in K-pop. But you had the strings and that softer piano, especially in the pre-chorus, kind of building up to a more intense chorus, and all of that electronic goodness comes in. The glitchy sounding electronics, but then the strings also come back during the chorus as well, and there's just a real mixture of the dramaticism from the strings, but also the newer modern electronic field to make it uniquely just a unique sound in their chorus. So I really like where this is going so far, and I'm curious to where the rest of the song goes. And at the end here, something really cool with the vocals. You have that, like, it's very low. It's like a lower register harmonizing with it, but a little bit differently. You can faintly hear it. Ooh. Whoa. Kind of like, not like a slower drumming breakbeat-ish type thing. And you have like the very interesting, but I like it. I love that melody. Happens twice. Him. And then this part. Oh. I love when that electronic sound gets more intense. They're gonna bring it down here. I love that decision. Oh. That was so cool. I love how they gave it space to breathe there. You had that boom, and then it just, you know, went silent for like a second or two. After that high note, wow. I love what they did there with the vocals. You know, a lot of stuff with mirrors and freaking women. Oh, the way that ended, very abrupt and creepy. That was really impressive. Honestly, this, you know, the other two songs I've heard from Infinite, maybe stylistically is more my type of song, like just casually listening to this. But I always have a soft spot for groups that, or for music that isn't what I go for, yet it's crafted in a way that makes me appreciate it. So even, you know, even songs, quote unquote, people don't like, or people would classify as that, I still like it in a way that it's like there's so many interesting things I can point out, and you know, with it also being pleasing to listen to. Obviously, like, there could be other songs that I listen to more, but with this one, I love the mixture of from the beginning, you had those strings and the orchestral sound, which you know, with the music video and this you know, just aesthetic and feel from the beginning, you are transported here. Basically, you're brought to this like mysterious underground garage type of feel, and then you have all the mirrors and you know, things in the music video that obviously I don't pay attention to as much as the music. So if you guys want to explain that more, I'm sure I missed a lot, but it has that sound and already builds a very solid base, just as I pointed out in the ATEEZ reaction before this. But the chorus really goes in a kind of opposite direction, where It's very glitchy, electronic, almost club-like in a way where it becomes more of a dance, not a classic dance song, but a pop electronic sound mixed with the strings and orchestral part from the beginning, and it just creates a whole new dynamic, and it makes it more of a okay, like this there's like two sides to the song, and it really brings out that part, and then it goes back into the verses, and at the end you really have that you know, you have the high notes, and then you have the when it kind of slows down again to the climax of the song, and the silence that they are able to use in certain parts too. So there's just a lot of cool decisions they made in this song that make it hit you at very different, like, you know, you're seeing the punch come this way, and it's like, oh, we get hit from that way, and it's just a really cool dynamic, and just overall mood that it sets the entire song, from the visuals to the sound itself. And like I said, even though there might be songs like New Emotions, I probably still one of my favorites from the only couple of songs that I've heard, but this it just really cool, and that's the best way I can put it, is they are just masters of bringing you into their world, making you feel everything that is going on in the music video and the songs. Like, you're just kind of washed over in it, and it makes you really pay attention to them. And yeah, so they're such a unique group, and I love them for that. Let me know what you guys thought of the song, if you're Infinite fans, and you know, if it's one of your favorites. All right, next we're gonna go to the new TXT song. Very excited for that, so let's go. All right, very excited for this. You know, TXT have reacted to quite a bit on this channel, not, you know, 15-20 videos, but a good amount. Checked out their guides and everything. Really have a soft spot for them, and just love the whole soundscape they have, and the, you know, kind of the emo, you know, they can branch out into rock, they can do a lot of electronic sounds, they can do anything in between, and they just have their own sound and their own style, which is admirable in K-pop. I do have to check out their, I think I missed the song with Anita, is it? So that may be in my next reaction, depending on, you know, where I go with that. So yeah, can't wait for this. Didn't see any teasers or anything with this, so it's gonna be, everything's gonna be new for me with this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let me sure. Okay. It's already very movie-like with this cityscape. Ooh. Just look at the, you know, I always bring it with Dreamcatcher somehow, but the beginning of Maison, just when they, like, Yu Yun falls out of the sky with the rocks. Just with all of them. Ooh. Whoa, immediate synth, like synthwave type 80s type of sound here. And if they go that direction, I love that. Love that vibe. Fall from the sky. Maybe I'm missing for good. 달콤했던 환각. 보통 살갗에 I prepare to die. I love how, you know, because a lot of K-pop, even though I like when songs kind of hit you from the beginning, there's a very positive thing that can happen with you know, music if you let it breathe and let it develop. And you know, this is a very quiet opening compared to a lot of songs, but I just feel like it's going to set up the rest of the song very well. And you know, it's a lot to be said about any profession where, you know, everything's just not shoved in your face right away. You're like an artist or a book even. There's a lot to say about, like, just savoring the build up, and that's what TXT is doing so well in this song so far. Yeah, I just love how it's slowly building. That air flip. Here we go. Oh. All these different tunnels opening. Sorry. I also want to hear the chorus again. You know, even the chorus itself, mellow synth, almost the Weekend type of vibes in a way. You know, but it's like kind of lazy comparison because a lot of people have done synth before him. It's just the comparison that comes to mind. But done in a TXT way, in a, you know, K-pop sort of way, very retro sounding without it being too campy retro. Like there's a retro done in a way that sounds really nice, and then it's where it just feels like it's copying just for the sake of copying, and I don't get that at all with this. I think I gotta be careful there. Don't hurt yourself. Wow. I just love the visual of I think Yeonjun there with kind of being all disheveled and out of it, and you know, walking down the street hitting into everybody. Feels like I'm on fire. Whoa. It's so catchy already. Ooh, I love the way that trails off there. All I know. Whoa. Fall from the sky. Oh, I love the steady beat there. Dum, dum. Fall from the sky. Love that. Very subtle. Whoa. That's trippy. Yo, some of the sets and like the CGI work, super cool. Got dizzy though, not gonna lie. It was a very pleasing song. One of their more straightforward songs, I mean, in TXT, but also in K-pop recently, which is not bad at all, because not every K-pop song has to be 10 different things hitting you at once. It could be just a very catchy synthwave type of retro sound done well, which is what TXT pretty much has with here. You know, there's, as far as the sound, it really felt secure in itself from the very start to the very end. It was like, this is gonna, you know, set the table, set the plate into what this song is going to, you know, be like during the end, you know, throughout the song. But more, you know, synth and different heaviness and tempos coming in during the song. That really catchy chorus, you know, chasing that fear. I'm not gonna sing it because I can't sing, but yeah, there's something to be said about TXT and finding that comfort that they've found now, or have had for a couple comebacks now, but just really being secure in the sound that they're going for, and pulling it off very well. There's very little to, you know, fault with this type of sound, and the video that accompanied it was eye-catching, interesting. I feel like if you're going to go for a song that's more simple in terms of, you know, just in the scope of K-pop, you're going to have at least some visuals that are you know, going to appease a fan base, or maybe not like MOAs or anything like that, but I feel like K-pop skews towards the younger audience and they have less attention spans. And I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm not trying to say like, you know, this would be boring if it didn't have a music video that was entertaining, but some people criticize stuff that isn't, you know, super in your face or an aggressive sound. And you know, if the music video also doesn't have that, they can unfairly contribute a comeback as, you know, boring because it doesn't have this and this. But this is TXT, I feel like, in their comfort zone, making really good music. And that, at the end of the day, that's what music is, just making feel good music, making music that just sits with you and is comforting and like a warm bowl of soup, you know. So love that. And yeah, can't wait to hear more from them in the future. Maybe I'll check out their album, we'll see. So moving on to Stray Kids, let's go. Yeah, this is Stray Kids Top Line featuring Tiger JK. I think I've heard or seen him before. He is, correct me if I'm wrong, a like older rapper, K-pop, I think. I don't know, but I think he's been around a while. So yeah, can't wait to hear this. Like I said, with my TXT reaction, heard nothing about this, don't know what type of sound or anything, and that's how I like it. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. I like how like disorganized that horn sound is, or kind of like off kilter is a better way to describe it. It feels drunk almost. Ooh. Still have to get familiar with the Stray Kids members. I think Changmin, he's one of my favorite boy group rappers. I think just his whole style and like the flow and the voice, he really has like the total package. Man, that flow is sick. I love that, just that faint horn in the back. Wow, I love the vibe of this song so far. The muted feel as well with the filming style, kind of this like soft teal. That is some more to the instrumental. Whoa. Whoa. I love that addition. I know it's not like a xylophone, but whatever it is. Like, it's hard to explain because I'm not talking about the bass line of the song, but you hear it kind of going all over the place. Nah, I need to hear that again. And that sound right there, I swear to God, that's like a Stranger Things. When I forgot what season it was, but when like the monster comes out, that synth sound comes out. feel like that part is paying homage to Tiger JK. I swear I've heard a song like that, or I think he was in Running Man or something. And I've heard like that melody before. I think from Haha. Yo, you can already tell like his style of rapping is just different from a lot of K-pop. The style of a lot of K-pop raps, it's very noticeable. Ooh, that's sick. That's kind of a really cool line. From what I remember learning about like Mobius strip, it's like a thing, like if you go a distance and you keep going, you're kind of gonna end up at the same spot eventually. So it's like the longer you travel, like there's something along those lines. But you know, writing this and putting it in a bar like this is really cool. Look at me now, how about now you can't deny, but we're still running on this way cause I'm never satisfied. 이미 야만한 사람 다 그러겠지만 더 왜서 와 아직 내 기초 몸을 지쳤어 여전히 kept my speed on top. Ain't nobody can do it like us. 어린을 따라올라 멀었다 배울 나 가기 attention 여전히 넘쳐 passion 뒤에서 이만하면 됐어라고 내 뱉음 대답은 널 탱이가 없어. I love just the swag he has. This part might be my favorite though. This pre-chorus. And then you have that Stranger Things-esque sound. This is hype. They must have had so much fun filming this. Oh, just how it fades out there, kind of love that. But what a hype song, man. You know, Tiger JK as the not guest, but as the feature of this really killed it. Just his stature and the comfort in which he raps and the style in which he raps in, you can see it just how supremely confident he is in himself and like how he's been doing it for so long. Obviously I don't know too much about the songs in his past, but he's a veteran rapper, and there's, you know, they obviously respect him enough to ask him to be on a song with them, you know. So just love the style of his writing as well. Very there's layers to his rhymes. Like I pointed out with Changbin, just love his style, and just everybody's rapping and the whole damn song, honestly, such a cool vibe that I don't get much of in K-pop, to be honest. This really has the essence of a very hip-hop forward type of song, but still has K-pop realm into it. I don't know. The instrumental that it had, a big fan of it. Just love how it changed and added things and still kept the core sound that it had in the beginning towards the end, but that horn, it played a very integral part of the entire thing, which set it off. And then they just added and sprinkled in a lot of things. Love that pre-chorus with that synth sound that comes in later on during the pre-chorus. At the beginning of the pre-chorus, it has that, you know, I pointed it out a few times, but I just love that sound. It's so cool. So yeah, there's a lot of things to love about this. Very fun video. I'm a big fan of this. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely listen to this as I edit and you know, throughout the next weeks, I'm sure. So anyway, awesome. And let's move on to ONEUS. And the video is their latest comeback, so let's go. Okay, Gotta brush up on my Spanish. ONEUS is Baila Conmigo, I think. And once again, completely blind going into this. I've talked about how much I enjoy ONEUS, and always with them, they're so good at just incorporating their own style into many different instrumental types and feels and vibes, and yet their vocals and the rapping and everything that they stand for always shines through no matter what the sound is. So whenever you get a sound, you know it's the like ONEUS essence. Always, like it never feels like they're going too far out of their depth to try to like appease a certain group or go for like a popular sound, or it feels like it's like a stretch if they went for, you know, this style or something like that. Whenever they do something, it's still wrapped in that ONEUS feel, which is hard to do, and they do it very well. So their newest, I'm excited about this. Let's go. Guns are out. Why is it such like a sensual shot? Just those fingers touching. So soft, sensual. Ooh. Wait, lyrics? No. Whoa. Water choreo. What the hell? I was talking about his muscles, but now he's... I'm sure a lot of fans are very happy about this start. Oh, love how soft his voice gets. Ooh. Oh, I love that. You can hear the instrumental starting, but the soft piano with the just the soft, sexy sound. Yeah. And you have the Latin influence. Ooh. That looks like flute. Oh. I love that sound. Yeah, this is so good. I love everything about this. Oh baby, oh. Oh, they are singing in Spanish. And part of the song. Whoa. Oh. This pre-chorus though. A lot of good pre-choruses in this reaction. Oh. They're killing this feel and the sound. Wow. Choreo. Jesus. I love it. Oh, those strings in the back. Whoa. light effect going on too. It still keeps the vibe of the song though. Wow. That was a very, very strong offering from ONEUS, man. That really fun. I may have concerns if it's from another group, or from other group that I know are more, even my favorite groups. I consider some of my favorite groups to have a specific sound, but I feel like ONEUS is so malleable in the sounds they're able to produce in title tracks. I'm talking specifically title tracks, and they just seem very wide spanning in what they like to do, but also what they're capable of doing and pulling off. So when you see the title like this, and it's going to kind of have that Latin feel, and I feel like it drew from a lot of different Latin countries, and with that like old-timey horn, like you'd hear it like kind of like a bar somewhere in like in Mexico, somewhere like in there's a lot of like older movies that have those type of feels, and then you have the Latin, either like acoustic strings or guitar or in the back there. Different vibes with that. I think they had some singing in Spanish. From a little part that I heard, I knew it wasn't Korean. I think the dancing, the singing, the soft tones that in which they sung certain parts, especially the pre-chorus. I point out the dancing, but like the gold dust that they're dancing in, the pool with the water. It's like there's so many different things to look at, and you're constantly overwhelmed, but in the best of ways. I really like the vibe of the whole thing, and then at the end there they switched it up into more that up tempo dance part during the end, which if it went completely off the rails and sounded completely different, I would feel like it's kind of useless in the song. But here it still had the vibe of the rest of the song, just in a different, like a little bit of a twist, a little different way. But yeah, that was fun, and I really like that. Honestly, like I'd put that maybe up there in terms of one of the songs, at least recent. Like I don't know, I really enjoy that type of sound, but I'll have to listen to it a bit more. But on first listen, very much a big fan of that. So yeah, all of these songs very fun, different sounds, but a lot of them had the essence of their group throughout the whole thing, and the staples of what they're known for. Things that they pull off well, and they just showcase it in these songs, either in the past from 3 to 8 years ago to recent comebacks, and it's just their stamp is all over it. Anyway, really fun. Can't wait to listen to these some more off cam, not in front of a camera, and in my own time, and it's just a different experience as well. So yeah, that was super fun. Let me know what you guys thought of this, any things that I missed, what I should check out next from them, and your thoughts on the comebacks, and just anything. I love commenting, interacting with you guys, so leave comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace.